We've officially reached the end of the 2022 PGA Tour season. Last week, the BMW didn't really go exactly how we wanted it to go, but I think we probably made the right bet. What do you think?
Yeah, I was just saying to you offline that I would have done the exact same thing. If we had the BMW to bet this week, I would bet Rory and Rahm at those same numbers again.
Yeah, Rory was the right pick. You know, two strokes higher than anyone else in the field, strokes gained tee to green. He was pumping the ball all week. Approach was good. Just couldn't make a putt. And that's not something you could expect because he's been putting it so well lately. I had someone on Twitter say, like, oh, he's been putting so bad, but he really hasn't. He's been putting great all year long. You want two big events was, this one, and then Sunday at the Open. I can see why you might think he hasn't been putting well, but he lost 4 point something strokes putting. If he gains one, he wins.
4.6 strokes. Fucking Sunday was laughable. Every time he'd have like a 4-footer for bird, miss. 6-footer for bird, miss. And then he started off with he was 6 under through 14 holes, and then rinsed one, and then made triple. He missed the 3.5-footer for double. I don't know, man. Like I can't. I go back. I wouldn't make. Who else am I going to bet besides those two? I guess you can say Cantlay, but like 14-1. He didn't look that good at St. Jude, and I don't know. I'm not. I do the same exact thing. I wouldn't bet Cantlay.
No, we made the right bets. And the thing was, Cantlay was 18-1 at St. Jude, and he played terrible, and his stats were terrible too. And then he goes to 14. How do you bet the 14? It's just, if you have a gut feeling he's going to win the BMW, I know he said that he thought the course was really similar, so that could be an angle of why you might have bet him. But 14 wasn't really a bettable number. The whole world was betting JT and Morikawa, which I didn't see. I thought JT. People are using the argument that he gained 0.8 strokes on approach the week before as a reason why he was good, because he got progressively better each round. You can't change the facts that he only gained less than a stroke on approach. Last week, he lost strokes on approach. I think it was only the second time in the last 12 months where he lost strokes on approach. He just isn't the same. So I think people were trying to jam in like, no, it's JT's week. He deserves another win this season. It doesn't work that way. He just isn't playing that way. And then people wanted to jam the Cam Young thing, and just because Will Zalatoris won makes no fucking sense.
At least Cam Young had some good finishes. JT hasn't really done shit since the fucking PGA.
Like, how are you going to bet JT over all these other elite guys? It makes no sense. He finished 53 out of 68 guys.
Yeah. I don't know. I had no interest in JT. We usually have a really good feel on JT. Morikawa, I don't know. I just feel like you got to bet the best players in these events, the guys that have been playing the best. And there's no wonder that like Cantlay's been great all year. Hasn't really won much, but he's like his top fives are crazy.
He's had a great year.
And then X has had a great second half to the year. And then Scotty and Rory, they've had great years. Rahm, not so much, but that was more of a thing from like the Sunday prior at St. Jude, and I liked the way he was hitting it. And then if he didn't start 5 over, he probably would have won. Like if there was another day of this, I think Rahm or Rory would have won.
Yeah, absolutely. And Morikawa too. Like, there were some signs that his irons were coming back. I think he was probably gaining around 4 or 5 strokes before he went in the water there twice. And he lost, I guess, 4.5 strokes on just that hole. But my contention here is if he's sharp with his irons and he's a typical Morikawa that we know with his approach play, he's not rinsing 2 shots from 115.
Was it in the fairway? It
was in the fairway. Yeah. Laid up on the par 5 and then went in twice. But he just isn't the same. He's not sharp right now. And I think next year he's probably going to have a good year, but he was, he regressed this year. And I think, I just think he wasn't there and people are trying to force it, a good iron course. But yeah, Cantlay was fucking unbelievable this weekend. I don't know what happened the week we had him at the Travelers, but he looked rock solid yesterday.
5 out of his 8 wins have been on pure bent. That's the only going into last week. That was the only thing that really could point you to Cantlay.
That, and then this obviously came out after we recorded, but also the fact that he said he felt that this course was so similar to the one last year that he won on.
Yeah, but that even made me feel good about the bets we made because Rory and Rahm were top 10 at that event. I fucking hate the FedEx Cup.
Yeah, it's not great.
I didn't watch this. I watched a little bit Thursday, and then I was away on vacation with my family, and didn't watch much of the rest of the event. Listened to a little bit Sunday on PGA Radio, which is an experience in of itself. I don't know. Did you like the course? It seemed to play a lot harder than we expected.
Yeah, I think the course is pretty good. It definitely rewarded guys hitting the fairway, and it definitely rewarded guys who hit it a long way. The levels of the green were definitely sloping. Like you saw a lot of guys lose strokes on approach. I think it's because if you weren't like completely sharp with your irons, you were just missing the right level, then you would roll away to 40 feet. And that's what kept happening to Rahm. He was like 4 or 5 feet off and would just get sucked away into another level of the green. And those huge greens, when there's undulations like that, it's going to create some tough two putts, and that's what happened to Rahm and Rory on a couple occasions too. But I like the course. That was pretty good.
Rory and Rahm, they just kept bombing at fucking 380, man. It was fucked.
It's unbelievable. I mean,
384 yards, and they have like 60 yards left, 25 feet.
Exactly.
And infuriating tracking.
It was tough because like Rory, and this happened a lot of times to him. He'd have like 70 yards in, and he just put too much spin on a wedge, and like there was no way to get it close.
Yeah. Friday, it just felt like this was going to be one of those frustrating weeks where we weren't going to make the putts, and it's just like felt like we're on the right guys, but it just wasn't going to be our week. I don't know.
Yeah, it did. It felt like that.
But these FedEx events, man, I just besides the first leg when there's a cut, it doesn't get me going at all.
No, the FedEx. Yeah, the first event is great. No cuts are horrible in general. It's horrible for betting, horrible for DFS. It's not fun. It sucks. And that's, I guess, going to lead us into our next conversation of the rumors that we're seeing about what the PGA Tour is going to do next year with these events and these no cuts and these 60-man fields. And it's scary.
Yeah. If it's just 60-man fields, I mean, we're basically just getting two shitty tours with all the good players and then one good tour with all the shit with the shitty players.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like they're copying Live.
And everyone who says they hate Live for all these reasons now,
for all the money reasons, like what
the source of the money is different, but the greed is just the same. Like these guys, top guys, this meeting they're having is nothing to do with making the PGA Tour better. It's nothing to do with the reasons why a lot of people didn't like the structure, because no guaranteed money. The guys who are grinding for their card are fucking sleeping in their car, but they want more tens of millions to the top guys, which to me is just, people have been criticizing DJ and Phil and all them, saying, how much money could you possibly want? And they're saying Rory's this great guy and Rahm's a great guy and JT's a great guy. How much money could they possibly want? They want the same amount of money. They just want it in a different way, and they want to stay on the PGA Tour and do it. And redirecting as much money as possible to just the top guys is just as greedy as what the other guys do. Question the source if you want, but it's just as greedy.
Yeah, it just is gonna make golf betting impossible. Just values just done. Unless these elevated events turn into a Genesis where it's like 120 guys, no cut.
That'd be fine.
Which I'm fine with. That's
there'd be no cut.
No cut. Sorry.
Okay. Cut. Yeah. No cut events are awful.
So like, what'd you say?
No cut events are just awful.
Yeah, the WGC's never worked. No one gives a shit about the FedEx Cup. You can put as much money as you want. No one cares. Like, do you even know, like, regular golf fan, do they even know how much the winner gets this year? They probably still think it's like 10 million.
No, yeah, they probably do.
I don't know. It's just if they turn, so they're talking about 18 elevated events where the top 60 guys are all playing. They turn that into like Bay Hill, like API, and get basically just the API field, except all the top guys are playing, and you just increase the purse. That's perfectly fine with me.
And you get 120 guys cut.
Yeah.
Perfectly fine. That'd be a great event.
Yeah, if we got 18 of those, sign me up.
Yep.
You cut it to just 60. That ain't it, Tiger. That ain't it.
Do you think that's a possibility?
Just 60? Yeah.
No. The possibility of having all 18 elevated events with 120-man fields with a cut.
I don't know about all 18. I'm hoping at least half of them though.
That would be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And you're getting 18 to find the best courses, the Genesis, Riviera, the whatever. Maybe make Farmers one of them or whatever else. I don't know.
Yeah, Memorial. I mean, we know the top half of the events.
I don't know if there's 18 of them though. That's the thing. I mean,
Oh, they could create them.
yeah, they could create another. Yeah, that's what they should do. Find new cool courses to go to.
I don't know. The way golf's going is not good, man.
Anything that mirrors live, right? And I've said this before. I had no problem with the guys taking the money to go to live. I have no problem with the source of the money. Not that I don't have a problem with it, but I have no problem. I don't think they should have a problem with it. The players, like, I think that's okay. My one complaint has been the golf tournaments are meaningless. And basically what you're doing now is making the PGA Tour events. It's one thing PGA Tour had going for them was the events had meaning. There was a cut. The betting odds were good. Like, if you just take all that away, then there's no difference of this and live.
No,
and they both suck.
It really is. The only difference is you have a team aspect in the live side.
Yeah. And you just make, again, like you said, 2 shitty tours. And then you have the regular PGA events with the guys who are grinding and stuff. And that's probably what we'd gravitate towards.
Yeah, like I was much more intrigued by the Wyndham Championship than I was over the fucking BMW.
Yeah. There was nothing wrong with the Wyndham. There was nothing like, a lot of people are saying these fields are becoming weak because of live stuff. I don't care about that. The Northern Trust was 100 points less field strength than last year's Northern Trust. I had no problem with the event at all. I had no problem with the leaderboard. Like, I don't care. It's fine.
Brought drama.
Yeah. So I thought that was fine. They can't go down this road of like thinking it's tough too, because they're talking to the top players, and the top players, their goal is to get more money in the top players' hands.
Yeah, because they don't want them to leave. They are definitely in a tough situation.
And that's why they should have been proactive instead of reactive when this whole thing started.
So Weasel's gone. There's rumors Decky might be staying. Like, what the fuck? What is going on?
Well, he wasn't at that meeting.
Yeah, neither was Sanjay. Is that a barrier thing?
Could be. Even though Decky speaks perfect English.
So does Sanjay. That's what the no laying up guys tried to say. I don't know if this is a barrier. Like, you guys are just mouthpieces for the tour. They're definitely gone.
Yeah. Yeah, Decky's gone. I really think that.
But I don't know. All the reports are saying he might be staying.
No South Koreans, though, already on live.
No, maybe Sanjay's not gone. Yeah, Sanjay's probably not gone. I don't know. Who else?
It could be a Barry thing. He doesn't speak as good of English as Hideki does.
Him and Tom were speaking perfect English to each other when Tom won the Wyndham.
They were speaking Korean most of the day, though.
Okay.
So yeah, fucking. I don't know. I just hope it doesn't happen. At least we still have next year, right? So next year is going to be a regular year.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, what do you think? What do you make of this other shit that Tiger and Rory have going on? What the fuck is that?
It's some weird shit, man. It looks like it's fucking awful. Who gives a fuck? These guys playing at Top Golf, like, it's like this Gen Z fucking bullshit.
Some of the stuff Tiger does, man. Where is he getting these ideas? Like the match shit. Like that was him and Phil's idea.
And that sucked.
I wouldn't say it's done that much. Like,
they should do that, but not have these weird fucking football ones. Last year it was only football players. They just took the golfers completely out of it.
But like, I don't get. It's like Top Golf in like a football stadium.
Yeah, well, I guess they'd be playing on a projector.
I don't know what the fuck.
Like they're playing virtually, I guess. Like driving range, ball speeds, all that type of shit.
But in a stadium.
Yeah, but I'm sure there'd probably be a big screen.
And people come to watch them?
Yeah, I guess.
There's a market for this?
I don't know if there's going to be masturbating going on in the stands or I don't know, some weird fucking sex event.
Is this just...
That's why Tiger's behind it.
Is this just catering to like the esports type shit?
I don't know. I just think they should put someone else in charge of the ideas. Tiger's great, but he's not famous because he has great ideas.
No, he's just an incredible golfer.
So it's scary. This whole thing is very concerning. It could be the end of the PGA Tour as we know it. Could be end of the PGA Tour betting as we know it.
The one thing that I did listen to No Laying Up. The one thing that did reiterate, they kept reiterating, was like the way the PGA is structured now is going to be no more, and like this is the end of it. There's going to be change no matter what, and it'll never look like this again.
Yeah, I mean, get rid of the
They
FedEx.
said that multiple times too.
And like you said, they're getting fed this information by somebody.
Yeah, I mean, listen to that. It was just clear that they're the mouthpiece for the tour.
Yeah, definitely are. So I don't know. I guess we have another year to think about it, and hopefully, I don't know. We need people making the decisions that aren't just trying to put the most money in the best player's pocket, which is what everyone in that committee is trying to do. Why the fuck is Ricky Fowler there?
How is he going to be in those events?
Does he even have a PGA Tour card?
Kisner was there.
Jesus. Yeah, he got sent by probably fucking Barstool or something.
Who else was there? Adam Scott was there.
Yeah, that's very interesting. It seems like he was definitely one of the guys going. A lot of the guys rumored Can't Lay X, Neiman. Neiman was has been rumored too. Young.
But Adam Scott, I just figured it was done as soon as the President's Cup's over, though.
You know what though? I think maybe he's been revitalized here because he's made the top 30. He's the first time he's made the top 30 in 5 or 6 years.
No, it's 2019.
Okay, yeah. So he's getting some cash now that he probably wanted to get, and he's playing really well. Maybe he's had a change of heart.
Yeah, I think maybe it's I don't know.
Or maybe he's on the fence.
Might have been a respect thing for Tiger.
Yeah, or he's on the fence and wants to hear what they had to say before he makes a decision.
Yeah. He's got a pretty good history at the Tour Championship too.
Yeah, just far back. So anything else in that? I guess getting to the odds.
Oh man, all those reports just made me very mad over the weekend. We're just losing it, man. It's golf betting is just, if we get 60-man events on 2 tours, it's just, what are we going to be able to bet 15 tournaments a year?
I know. I said this at the beginning of the Live thing when everyone said I was just fucking that I loved Live and all this other shit. When all I said was, this is going to have a ripple effect that these guys are going. It's like, this isn't not big news. You guys don't get this just because it's Westwood and Poulter and Nah and Bubble. Like, this is big news because of the implications that it's going to have. And one of those implications is what's happening now.
Yep. Sucks.
Does suck. It sucks fucking ass. And fucking Live's going to suck next week, Boston. But I mean, because the odds suck.
Yeah, the odds suck.
Like, I'd be fine with Live too. You know what the Live should do? Just pull a fucking 180, make the PGA Tour change everything. Be like, yeah, we fucked with you. We just tricked you. Now we're gonna make the way you guys had it before, and now we're gonna be the real tour, and you're gonna have the shitty exhibition event.
Force them to fucking give him world golfing points.
Yeah,
they can't do shit. That'd be the best.
That's what they should do. They should fucking hire me too to make these ideas.
Right? I don't know, why wouldn't they do that? They would literally, if they did that,
they'd steal the
tour would be done. They should do that.
They should just flip it. Say, got you, motherfuckers. It's like next level thinking.
Call Norman.
You want to talk Norman's ultimate revenge? That's it right there.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, someone share this with Norman. He can listen to it. So I guess now let's talk about this fucking shitty Tour Championship event and nobody cares about.
Hey, before we get to that, end of the day, Phil was right. He got everybody paid.
Yeah, people laughed in his face.
Paid.
Leverage, yeah. Everyone's like, yeah, what leverage? Fucking now everyone's getting paid and golf's getting ruined.
All right, do you want to do a course preview on it, or do we just know East Lake?
I'll just do a quick little rundown. East Lake, the Fed, to answer your question earlier, the winner gets 18 million. It started off, I think it's 10 or whatever. It's a par 70, 7,319 yard Bermuda grass greens. It's a Donald Ross design. Fast, undulating greens. You see guys of many different skill sets win here. There's not only one way to win at East Lake. Past winners, there's been 3 times I've done this with the starting strokes. In 2019, Rory won. I was on that one. He was 8-1 to win. He started at 5 under, so he won that first one.
He also won it without the strokes too.
Yep. So he won both. The last 2 had been won by the guy who was leading. 2020 was DJ, and 2021 was Patrick Cantlay. So both started at 10 under and both won.
Yeah,
I don't remember how
X won without the strokes in 2020, and Ram and Na tied.
I do remember that.
Last year.
I do remember that. Was it? I don't remember. I stopped watching. This is how much I hated it. When DJ and Cantlay won, I wasn't even watching when they won. Was it close?
Yeah, DJ's wasn't close. It was like a 4-shot lead, I believe. Ram brought Cantlay to the last hole, but like Cantlay had like a 1 or 2 shot lead.
So
Cantlay finished without strokes. He still finished 4th.
So you still got to play well.
Yeah.
So my opinion is that it can be done. We saw it done when Rory won it. He won pretty handily too. I don't think anyone was all that close to him.
Rory was 5 back and he won by 4.
Yeah. So it can be done. Obviously it's tough to overcome, but I think the last 2 years maybe have lulled people into a sense of the fact that maybe it can't be done or it's very unlikely, but I don't think that's necessarily the case. I do think being 4 under or better is where you want to be. I'm not going to say it's impossible before that, but I think it's very unlikely.
Yeah, 4 under or better, I would say that's, yeah. I wouldn't, 4 under or better is the guys you got to look at. I wouldn't be shocked. Like one out of 100, one of those guys below 4 would probably win.
You got to go fucking ham, though.
Yeah.
It's like, it's basically this. It's the same probability as a guy winning an event by 5 strokes.
Yeah. Young Tom Kim did that 2 weeks ago.
Right? Like, can Justin Thomas win? I'm not saying Justin Thomas now, but could he win an event by 5 strokes if everyone started at even? Yeah.
Yep. Hasn't happened that often this year, has it?
No, I don't think it's happened all that often. But
even when Rory did win, remember that he was battling Brooks down the stretch there?
And Brooks kind of fell off.
Yeah, that was after Brooks made him his bitch at St. Jude.
Yeah, and then Rory won the Player of the Year.
Yeah.
Even though Brooks won 2 majors.
Yeah. The fucking media, man.
But Rory won the FedEx Cup. No, the players vote. That's it too.
Yeah. So I mean, there's a couple ways to bet this. Obviously, you got the with the strokes and without the strokes. Not gonna lie, this tournament fucking sucks now.
It does.
It's terrible.
But just like any event, if I get a dog in the mix, it's fun.
Yeah,
so.
Exactly. That's all we got to do.
Yeah.
This event's great.
Yeah, I mean, fucking it's like if you have Lucas Herbert in the Irish Open, I was having a blast. Doesn't matter what the event is, right?
Exactly. Hey, I got a question on Adam Scott. He needed to make par in 18, right?
Mm-hmm.
What was his approach shot? What was he doing?
He was standing in the bunker, but the ball was outside of the bunker. He had to hit it like a baseball.
Okay, and then was his wedge shot hard?
It went in the bunker, the greenside bunker, and it was not incredibly hard, but it definitely wasn't easy. But he had a fucking amazing shot to like an inch.
These PGA radio guys, man, they get so excited.
They made it seem like it was even harder.
The bunker shot, not the one from the fairway, but the one the green side. They made it seem like the most difficult up and down ever.
It was the opposite. The first one was harder. He was good. He was definitely happy to get it in the greenside bunker.
Yeah, they also made it seem like Cantlay was behind a tree on 18 too.
Not at all. Yeah, the tree was like 30 yards ahead, and he just had to hit it under the tree and hit a fade. And it was a great shot, though.
Yeah, and they said he had a really tough putt that he almost holed.
Yeah, putt definitely wasn't tough. They were saying that on the regular broadcast too, but I didn't really see it. Nobody was 3-putting from there, but yeah, it was a good putt. So,
do you ever have a chance? PGA Radio, wild ride.
Oh, I loved it. I tweeted this, but no one really got it because I was listening when I was on Pendrith on the way home. I was on the way home from my mother-in-law's house, and the guy on the radio, like, he fucking got to 21 under on the final hole. He had an 8-foot putt for birdie to tie Finau, and he hits it, and the guy just goes, "Blackjack!" Just like starts freaking the fuck out. I was like in the car, I was screaming. I was like, this is fucking awesome. It was like the best moment ever. I thought I just won the tournament.
Dude, if that was if those were the broadcasters on TV, oh my God, I think they would have saved golf.
Yeah. I tweeted the blackjack thing. I think everyone thought I was just fucking crazy. Like, oh, you guys aren't listening to the PGA Tour radio right now? That guy was good. One quick thing about PJ and Liv, and I know you're not big into the video game thing, but PJ 2K23, Luke Elvey did the voiceover last year, and he's doing it again. Even though the past 3 months he's been incredibly vocal supporting Liv.
Oh yeah,
kind of weird. They probably just put all the work in already. Wow. Maybe
probably had a contract.
Yeah, could be that. So yeah, Tour Championship. I guess we'll start with odds that include the starting strokes actually to win the Tour Championship, and then we'll go into the ones without the strokes. But there's something I want to discuss too about that actually before we start. So we always talk about it's easier to win with the strokes, but isn't it possible that we always talk about it's easy for a guy to win without the starting strokes, but it's hard to catch all these guys? Isn't it possible for the opposite to be true as well? Isn't it possible for them to win the Tour Championship but not have the best score without the strokes?
Yeah, for the top three guys.
So right. Is it? Yeah. So my question is, say Rory is a guy who a lot of people seem to like, and we like him too.
If Rory wins, he's probably going to win both.
Right. But are we sure that it would be easier for him to win without the strokes than it would be for him with the strokes?
Oh yeah, we discussed this last year.
Yeah.
You're saying because he only has to beat like 6 guys, right?
Yep. So what if he
instead of 24 instead of 29?
Yeah. So if he shoots 10 under and beats those 5 guys, but some guy who's at even, Adam Scott is at even, shoots 12 under because he is just chasing the whole week.
Right.
Wouldn't it be easier to actually win the FedEx Cup than to win without strokes?
Yeah, this thing mind fucked me last year.
Yeah. Now that we talk about, I do remember talking about this last year.
Yeah. Fuck.
So, but I think
it makes a lot of sense with what you're saying.
Yeah, in general, I think it's probably easier to win without the strokes, especially if you're looking for a long shot. But for a guy like Rory in that 5-4 under range, I don't know what's easier.
Yeah, because he's in 7th. So he has to beat 6 guys. Well, all his guys that he's tied with too. He has to beat 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 other guys. But he has to beat the dick off of Scheffler.
Yeah, he does. But
he's giving Scheffler 6 strokes.
But what if Scheffler shoots +2 for the week? Just doesn't have it.
Yeah, which he certainly could.
East Lake is tough. I mean, you can see one guy shoot 10 under and one guy shoot +3 easily.
Yep. I think when JT came in as the leader, he shot +3.
That was when Rory won.
Yeah, that year Bryson too. He won like 2 FedEx events, and he shot like +5 on the first day.
Yep.
Yeah, there's definitely numbers out there to be made.
It's possible for a guy to win the FedEx Cup but not be the lowest. Even a guy who is close to the lead.
Yeah.
So yeah, it brings a lot of factors into this thing that I don't fucking know. So I guess let's start just to win the FedEx Cup. And this is where I like to lean. I don't love the without strokes bet because of the reason I just said, and because it just doesn't really do it for me. Trying to fucking figure out, and I know that people say it's stupid to try to figure out the math, but I just want to watch the leaderboard and see who wins the FedEx Cup. And I just don't care all that much to do it. And I think it's a little, we could have bet Na last year at whatever he was, and that would have been a good bet. But then
what did Rahm start last year at?
I think 6 or 7.
I'll look that up.
Because but then you can also get a dead heat. Like, who the fuck wants that in an outright? It really doesn't do anything for me.
Yeah, but if you were on Rahm last year, right?
I don't know. I don't remember. No, I don't think so.
Rahm was -6, so he was in 4th.
He probably
tied to the strokes, but he lost.
Right. How many he lost it because Cantley shot 3 or 4 under.
He was 4 behind Cantlay.
That's the thing. If the leader shoots 3 or 4 under, it's over.
Yeah, if Scheffler comes out and shoots -4 on Thursday, it's over.
Mm-hmm.
He controls everything.
Yep.
If Scheffler plays well, he controls everything, and there's only 2 other guys that can beat him. Or 3 other guys, probably Cantlay, X, Zalatoris. X would have to go crazy.
Yeah. So it's tough. It's tough.
So, but to bring it to your point, like Rahm without the strokes last year would have been a better bet than with the strokes.
Yes.
And he only had to beat 4 guys.
So I guess the conclusion is, depending on what you think the top guy's going to do. Do you think Scheffler's going to put everybody away and shoot 4 under? If you think that, then you should bet without the strokes. If you think that maybe he struggles, shoots +1 or +2, and kind of just hangs in there, doesn't have to play bad, but just hang in there, then maybe to win the actual tour championship is better. I'm of the belief that I don't think he's running away with it.
I'm with you, but it's definitely his to lose.
Yeah, no doubt.
So starting strokes here, we got Scheffler 10 under, Cantlay 8 under, Zalatoris 7. Which have we heard anything on him?
No.
Okay.
He'll probably play
6 under X, Burns 5 under, and I'll just name the 4 unders. You got Cam Smith 4 under, Rory 4 under, Finau 4 under, Straka 4 under, Sungjae Im 4 under. The rest are all 3 under and below. Interesting names at 3 under: Rahm and JT.
Okay.
Odds wise, we got Scheffler +240 to win the FedEx Cup. Cantlay +400. X +750 over Zalatoris, who's 1 shot ahead of him. Zalatoris +1100. Those are the top 4.
All right.
Can't bet Scheffler, obviously. He can't bet Cantlay, right?
No, but I mean, there's some people who bet a little differently than we do. Like I don't think Cantlay if he's 5-1 is that bad of a bet.
What about 4?
I don't know. No, I guess not. I mean, no, whatever. We'll just keep it to what we want to do. And it doesn't do anything. Even last year, I mean, I thought probably Rahm was going to win, and I didn't bet him at 6 under because he was 4 or 5-1. Just not doing it.
Has anyone won back-to-back FedEx Cups?
No, because no one's won back-to-back any of the events besides last week was the first time.
Yeah. Yeah, but you could have won back-to-back FedEx Cups back then.
When they weren't playoff events?
Because you didn't have to win the Tour Championship to win the FedEx Cup.
Right. Did yeah, I don't know.
I mean, Cantlay on Bermuda, don't love him. He's a bent guy, obviously. I'm just ignoring Scheffler and Cantlay.
Yep. What's Schauffele?
+750. I thought he was with the 750. I thought he was -7 when in actuality Zalatoris is 7 under and he's 11-1.
Crazy. So definitely they're factoring an injury.
Definitely. Shouldn't this be a good setup for him?
Probably.
I know he can spray it, but I feel like it's very similar to St. Jude.
It is. And there's definitely been a little crossover in those events as well.
Yeah, big time.
Let me just see. I want to see what he did with fairways gained when he won. It didn't seem like it was all that good.
No, but I think it's more of a total driving course this week.
Yeah. I mean,
you guys like Rory and X who succeed here. And JT.
Right. Distance accuracy. Yeah, and the injury is a little worrisome. And I just think
11-1 is a good number, though.
Yeah, FedEx, he was fine. Fairways gained, actually. Still slightly positive. Good drives gained, not the best. Yeah, it is a decent number, but
What was he at before the withdraw? -4?
-3 or -4, yeah.
It's not terrible after off the win.
No, it wasn't. And some guys were getting in there from that range. Like if he had a day Rahm had, he's in it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think it's a bad number. You're right. There's value in it, but I don't think he's going to win. And I'm not going to bet a value number at 11-1 just because it's for the sake of value, because it's going to cost me too much money.
Yeah, I hear you. What about X? I mean, look at his he's pretty amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking good. Let's see. Without strokes, last 5 times: third, first, second, seventh, first.
Yep.
Does it help or hurt him that he's close enough to actually win the thing? Like, does he have the balls to go and fucking take it from these 3 guys ahead of him?
Yeah, why not? One of them is his best friend. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, and he already fucked his ass at the Travelers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's probably the best bet if you're looking at the top 4.
Yeah, I think I agree. Man, he loves this place.
He does.
Crazy. Him and Rory. All right, next range. Rory 12-1. Rahm 16-1. Finau 20-1. And Sam Burns, who's ahead of all of them at -5, 22-1.
I don't know. The big conversation is going to be Rory. I mean, he was fucking unbelievable last week. He's incredible at this golf course. He definitely has a shot to win. Like, I'm not going to take a guy who I don't think's had one of the best years to win the FedEx Cup. Don't you think? I think you need to have one of the guys who had look at the 5 best seasons this season. You know, I would say
I've named the top 8 players of this year. Well, besides Smith. Well, and Fitzpatrick.
I think add Smith to that, and it's the best seasons this season have been Scheffler, Cantlay, Rory, Cam Smith, Guess Zalatoris, and Xander. Those are your 6 best seasons.
Yeah, and then add Finau, Burns, Fitz. Right there with him.
So I think it's one of those guys. So can
Not
Rory?
Rahm? Not Rahm?
No.
How come?
Just not playing well enough. His approach game isn't good. He's off.
Yeah, but isn't his approach for this week different?
I don't know. Is it?
I felt like he had like 80 yards every fucking hole.
But that course is longer.
I don't know. Isn't this more of a longer iron at this place? No,
Probably. Maybe. I mean, I don't know. Let's see. What he did last year statistically at this when he had the lowest score.
He's had some good finishes: 7th, 11th, 13th, 6th. Like he's always been in the upper echelon of.
Yeah, he's been good here. Lost strokes on approach last year. Gained 4.8 around the green.
Man, he sucks around the green now. What the fuck happened to him?
I don't know. In 3 putting. I just don't think he's going to win the Tour Championship. He doesn't deserve it, and usually the guys who deserve it win. I just don't think he's going to.
He doesn't deserve it. But I mean, like, he was 14 under after 27 holes last week.
I know. He's starting to play really well. He's going to have a huge year next year. I just don't think he's going to win this.
Okay, so we'll cross him off. 16 though, man.
To win the whole thing? What's he?
3 under.
Nah, 16 at 3. I don't think there's much value there.
Yeah, it's not good. Burns 22 at 5 under.
It's probably a good number, but he's not winning.
Yeah, he wasn't good last week either.
17th last year with no strokes.
And then Finau 4 under. 22.
It's better than Burns. How's his history here?
Not good.
It's not bad. 7th, 15th, 7th. It's not
What's
for me.
good here, though? What's good here? Top 10, right?
Top 10, right? 30 guys, top 30%.
Yeah.
That'd be the equivalent of what? Top 35 in a regular field. Really not that good.
So top 7.
Yeah. Finau is definitely more value, and he's had a good season where he theoretically could deserve to win it, but it's not going to be for me.
Yeah, if Finau won, he'd be deserving.
Yeah,
Burns too.
Yep, but he's not going to win.
Rahm wins. It doesn't deserve it.
No, he doesn't, and he's not going to win either.
So, yeah, that just brings us back to Rory. I mean, we're going to bet him last week at 11-1. I don't know. I know he's a massive pussy, and he always lets us down. But like, how to ignore what he does here? Like, he plays Eastlake incredibly well. He's won it twice.
Clearly trending towards a win.
Yeah. Led the field tee to green last week. Lost 4.6 putting. He didn't. Just the putter.
It's weird though because he's been putting so well this season.
Yeah.
Now he's on a different surface. You got to just throw it out the window.
Yeah, but he wasn't good at. There's only 2 rounds, but at St. Jude, minus 1.4.
Yeah,
That's
not
2
great.
straight rounds, 2 straight tournaments.
Yeah, it just doesn't make me believe.
What's he done on Bermuda this year? Was Canadian Bermuda? That's bent, right?
Yeah, bent.
Wells Fargo, that had to be Bermuda. No, bent. API lost 1. Players lost 4.5. That's been his only Bermuda, really.
But we just can't.
He knows these greens.
Yeah, that's what I mean. We just can't try to guess if he can putt well on these greens because he just can't. Let's see how he's put at this place. All right. For our championship, he's in 2021. He gained 0.9. 2020, he gained 1.4. When he won, he gained 2.2. 2018, he lost 3. So mostly good.
2016, he lost and he still won.
And another one, he gained a lot. So
he just pounds it off the tee here.
And obviously, it suits. A big thing with driving is, of course, that suits your eye. And I think this definitely suits his eye. He's playing fucking well.
So you think Rory at 12 is a better bet than Xander at 8?
Well, he's what,
difference.
2 shots back?
Yeah,
I do.
Yeah, it is.
Because 2 shots is nothing.
Literally nothing. Birdie bogey.
And you're getting 33% better of a number. It's like you want to pay 33% tax to bet Xander at 2 shots ahead.
Right.
So I do think
X puts the lights out here.
Yeah, I could see either of those guys winning it. Could definitely see X win. I think you're right on that. I just could see it.
I can see X winning big time. I don't know.
My bold prediction this week. I don't think the top 3 guys are winning.
So you're looking X down.
Yep.
You mean score wise, right? Not odd wise.
Right. Score wise.
Okay. I like that. All right. Let's get so are you betting Rory to win the FedEx Cup, or are you betting Rory without the strokes?
That's a good question.
Well, I guess we'll get to that. I'm going to get to the other side.
What if we did half and half?
I feel like we've done that, haven't we?
I don't know. Not that I know of.
I don't even remember betting this thing last year.
We didn't really bet it much.
Because it's gay.
Yeah. I think I'd probably go with the strokes.
Okay. Just some interesting numbers here. Talking with the strokes. We got JT 25 -3. Weasel 25 -4. Seeing up to 28. Sanjay -4 at 30 to 1. And what is Fitzpatrick? Fitzpatrick lost like 7.7 on approach last week.
Jesus. I think he's
Patrick's -3. He's 40. Cam Young -3. He's 50.
I'm going to stick with 4 and better. I don't think, there's good numbers there, but I just don't think you can do it for guys below 4. That's going to be my cutoff. But I have bet Cameron Smith at 28 to 1. And I think it's a great number considering where he's at. If he plays, I do think he's going to play. And the reason is I think he's deserving to win the FedEx Cup. And I do think that translates to actually winning it. I think he's been the best player this season. Him and Scheffler, you want to argue it, that's fine. But I think he's been either 1A or 1B in terms of the best player of the season. He was right there at St. Jude, and we talked about it's not a place he's played well before either. So he doesn't have the course history here, but he didn't have it there. And I think if you don't give him that 2-shot penalty, I mean, golf's such a mental game that changes everything. You can't just say he still would have finished behind the lead. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that could have changed everything. And he was very dangerous going into round 4. He played really well. A lot was putting, but he's going to be in Bermuda again, and he can putt. It's always going to be a lot with putting. And it wasn't even a lot. It was 4.4 in putting. So I just think he's just the best player, and the best player at 28-1 to win the thing. He's 6 shots back, but again, Scheffler stalls, then it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I mean, Cam Smith's a better bet than Rory at 4 under. At more than double the odds.
People don't want to bet him. Here's my question: is the tour going to let him win? I mean, I don't know what else they can do, but it just feels like they're not going to let it happen.
No, they only have to watch 30 guys this week.
It's gonna be that guy.
It's a lot easier to watch Weasel get him a penalty.
They're gonna be looking at every move he makes, and does that make him play differently?
I don't know. I like it though. I like where you're going with Weasel.
It's gonna be fucking. It would be awesome. You want to talk about something fun to watch on Sunday? If you get a guy in the mix, that would be fun.
Yeah,
they're gonna send the guy in the fucking cart to run him over. Let's go to the Red Lobster.
Right. Shooter.
Jay, we going to Red Lobster? You said if I hit Smith with the cart.
Right. Yeah. Cam Smith, 400, 28-1. I think that's a good bet.
Okay, so I'm probably betting.
Is he 20? Why is he 28 and Finau's 20? They're both 4 under.
Because he's the evil blood money piece of shit.
Do books really give a fuck about that?
I don't know. They did it at the U.S. Open.
Bizarre.
Didn't they?
I guess. But none of those guys were really playing well.
No.
At the time. TJ showing a little bit of flashes, but none of them really.
He was still 40. But again, odds are indicative of what people want to bet.
Yeah.
Where they think the money's going to go and where the money is going to go. And maybe that has something to do with it.
Okay. We're just throwing everybody else out. I said this to you offline. I do think if JT was a peak JT, he could definitely win this at 3 under. Starting at 3 under. I don't think he can at the very moment he's in. But if he was like peak JT like 2 years ago, I do think he could win this easily from 3 under.
Yeah.
That's my only thing against being you have to be 4 under or better. But I don't see anybody playing that peak level.
Here's another point that goes to betting the guys with the strokes and without. JT finished 9th in 2019, and he started at 10 under. He finished 9th without the strokes.
Without the strokes. I think he finished 4th total.
So could Scheffler finish 9th of 30 guys in total score this week?
Yeah.
He doesn't have to suck ass.
Right.
Just finish 9th. So that's why I think and plus you get a couple extra points. So could it fuck you in the end? Probably, but I'm probably just going to bet Rory and Smith without the strokes. With the strokes.
Okay. Let's go without the strokes. So that was just to win the FedEx Cup. This is a little different. This is to just be the 72-hole stroke winner.
Yep.
We got all right, we got 3 co-favorites. We got Scotty at 10, Rahm at 10, and Rory at 10. And then you have little butt buddies X and Cantlay at 12. Anything there?
I guess we've covered it all, right? The question is, do you want to bet Rory with or without?
Yep.
What'd you say standard was?
12.
I mean, maybe that's a better bet than without the strokes. Probably not, though, actually.
Yeah, I think you'd rather go the 8.
Yeah. I don't love this market, to be honest. I'm not a fan of it. I think the way you want to bet this one, if you think a guy who's starting at even is really hot and he's no chance of winning, but might just close his eyes and go fucking ham like Kevin Na did, that's when you want to use this market. What guy at even is hot and has nothing to lose and is going to go low but not win?
All right, so we'll go down the board here. So the only one I'd consider here would be Rory. That's just saying, do I want to bet him with or without the strokes? I'm going to bet one of them. I just don't know which one yet.
What's Scott?
We'll get there. So you got JT 14, Finau 14, and you got Weasel 16.
Yeah. I'm preferring the other market for these guys.
Okay, I mean JT, he's never finished outside the top 10 with no strokes. Just letting everybody know.
Never gone ham either, though.
Right. Okay, we got Fitz 16. I said him. Cam Young 18. Another crazy number in Cam Young. Zalatoris 18.
11 is better.
Yep. Morikawa 20. Just say no.
No.
Burns 20.
No.
Sanjay 20.
Not bad, I guess.
I don't think I like that.
No. Last year we bet at 45, I think, something like that.
Yeah, he's
no
the same
strokes.
guy.
Yeah.
Hovland 25, Spieth 25, Neiman 25.
What about Spieth? What's his fucking deal?
He's fucked. He is fucked.
Yeah, so fuck him.
How about that bunker shot?
Oh my god, that was hilarious, dude. I was watching that live. I was fucking dying. I texted you. I was like, "You fucking see that shit?"
I wasn't watching it live. I saw the highlights though. I was like, "This is full Spieth."
I knew
it. Of course he came. Of course he comes out first 2 rounds and is like right in the mix the week after I bet him. I'm just cursed with the guy. Too much bad blood.
I knew he was going to do that when they were talking. Grell was just trying to talk him off. He's like, I really don't think it's a good idea. He's like, yeah, it's on me. It's on me. I'm like, oh, he's getting going in the water.
Yeah, but how many times has you seen him say it's on me and then he pulls something out of his ass?
I know. But it just had that vibe to it.
The Spieth 25?
Nah. Sucks.
Sucks?
He'll have a blow-up round. He was awful since he was... Right when he hit that shot in the water after that, he was fucking horrendous.
Okay. That brings us to Adam Scott, who's at even. Just snuck in. He's very handsome.
He is.
Conversation with my daughter about how handsome he was this weekend.
She thinks guys are handsome?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a big step.
What did he do well this week? Because I have no idea. Because it could have been a bunch of different things. Because he does something well each week.
This one, it was actually mixed. It was just a little bit across the board. 2 off the tee, 1 on approach, 1 around the green, 3 putting. Okay. Solid.
That's solid.
Yeah.
His course history: 2013 14th, 2014 9th, 2016 8th, 2019 5th.
Without strokes.
Without strokes.
And what's his odds? 30?
You get 28 here.
It's not what I wanted it to be.
What did you want it to be? He's coming off 2 top 5s.
40.
30-man field.
I know.
You want him to be priced with Aaron Wise?
Yeah. But priced the same last week. And they finished roughly the same. Besides a couple of missed putts down the stretch for Wise. But they're neck and neck all week.
I just think he's priced in the right spot.
He is. Yep, he is. Yeah, he's played pretty well here. Nothing, not blowing your dick off, but top 10 in his 3 of his last 4.
So you have interest or you don't like the number?
I do have interest, and I don't love the number, but I do concede your point that it's fair.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like these value long shots aren't long shots. Like it's like you really got to invest some serious money at 28 to 1.
Yeah. Here's a value: 50 to 1. Hideki Matsuyama, 30-man field. He can't. He's just that bad right now.
Hasn't been good his last 3 times. He started hot on the weekend. I mean, on the Thursday, Friday, and I hammered a matchup against him on Saturday because I knew he was going to shit the bed, and he did. Like, I don't trust him to put 4 rounds together. Do you?
Not at all. I don't trust him at all. But if you look for value, I thought 50 to 1 is good value in a 30-man field for a guy that's won twice this year.
Wrote KH 100.
I thought it was one of the next guys I said was KH.
Yeah. I mean, what's wrong with that?
Nothing. Nothing's wrong with it. I think we should bet it.
Yeah, because he doesn't have to win. Like, so it doesn't. You don't have to even consider that.
Kind of looks like Kevin Na.
Yeah, similar. I type this motherfucker's name in fucking Fancy National. What the fuck's his name? Kyung.
Kyung.
How the fuck you spell Kyung?
The only thing with Kyung is that all these Asians are Dallas guys, so they don't love Bermuda.
Is it not a Dallas guy? No, L.A.
Vegas.
But he doesn't. But that's not Bermuda either.
Has he ever done? Yeah, actually Honda.
Yep.
Cage fucks at Honda.
4.1 putting last week, 2.1 approach, 2 off the tee, pretty solid.
Damn,
100 is good.
Like putting weeks.
100's a good number for sure.
If he doesn't putt, he's not going to do well.
No, Waste is Bermuda. He's second there.
I like it. I like Kyung.
Yeah, 100 to 1. Who cares?
What about your boy Scott Stallings?
He's been awesome, and he did nothing wrong yesterday either.
If he would have won, would that have been like the biggest FedEx Cup loser ever to win?
Absolutely, it would have been. You would have had the fucking what they call them, the live bots going nuts.
Right, fucking Stallings. He's 70.
Yeah, it's possible.
I don't think I like that.
But he's not a guy who can go low. He just doesn't make enough putts.
You can't get to 12 under like you did this week?
Guess he could.
Right? I mean, if this started from scratch, you're looking at 10 to 13 under.
Mm-hmm. What was it not in around what were they 12 last year?
Yeah.
I don't think it's a bad bet. I just think I'm not going to go too crazy in this market. I like the lead bet 100 to 1. Nothing wrong with that. But
Hoagie?
No.
Okay. All right. That's it.
Time is over. Scott. I mean, what do you think about that bet?
Which bet?
Scott.
Adam Scott?
Yeah. Just for future reference, I'm probably not going to be referring to as Scott Stallings as Scott. So.
I like it, but like if I'm betting those other two, I don't like how much am I going to be invested here?
Is he happy just to get there and cash that $500,000?
No, I don't think so. I think he wants to fucking play well.
Yeah.
He's a vet.
Yeah. Yeah, I do like it. I
mean, he's guaranteed $500K. You don't think he wants to make a ton of birdies?
Yeah, he does. He's probably gonna be playing free. I do like the bet. I just see again.
He just gained a zillion putting on Bermuda grass 2 weeks ago.
Could definitely bet that. I mean, if you want to look at it as two different tournaments and have two different cards.
It's very true.
Because you could have.
I mean, I've won 2 events in the last 3 weeks, so I can easily afford that.
3 in the last 5.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you could just have Rory Smith one card, and then it's not. He's still not asking that much. Have Scott KH Lee on the other one, 28 and 100.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't even lose money last week. I won money because we won some matchups.
So I did. Yeah, perfectly fine with that. I think you can bet that Scott number. Yeah, I do think so.
All right, cool. You're not gonna fuck with any of the other guys up top on this no strokes, right?
Nope.
The only one would be Rory.
Yep.
So,
all right.
Cool.
I like kind of where our head's at. I think it's a good strategy. I like how we talk through it. I have definitely a better sense of what I want to do now than when I started the show. So hopefully people listening get that sense as well, because it is a lot to parse through.
Yep. Going back to the well with Rory.
Hey, it's good. Then we got a long off season. We got Live Boston next week. Then we got the Fortinet, which we won last year.
Are we doing a show next week?
Probably.
Just for the live guys?
Yeah, I don't know if anyone's going to listen to it.
All right, cool. I'm in.
Give us feedback. You guys want us to do one or not? Let us know. But we'll get a winner this week first, and if we do, then we'll just do it and fucking toss some money around.
Yep.
All right. Good luck.